Hello and thank you for joining us. Danielle Smith's government is facing accusations of a cover-up over the way it's handling an Auditor General's inquiry into procurement procedures at AHS. The latest controversy stems from an email sent to AHS and Alberta Health staff telling them to refer calls from the Auditor General to the province's lawyers. As Kevin Green reports, that sparked multiple seemingly contradictory responses from UCP ministers and a call by the opposition NDP for a public inquiry.
The Auditor General, or AG, is looking into the way AHS awarded multi-million-dollar procurement contracts. Last week, this email went out to AHS staff saying the OAG may reach out to you for an interview as part of their investigation into Alberta Health and Alberta Health Services procurement processes. Please redirect the OAG representative to our legal counsel, Rose LLP. The NDP calls it a cover-up. Even UCP MLA Peter Guthrie, who quit cabinet over the health contracts controversy, agrees.
This highlights some of the very reasons I resigned from cabinet and why I called for a judicial review, cooperation with the RCMP, and our government's full support of the investigation of the Auditor General.
The health minister claimed the AG had signed off on it, but in a statement to CTV, the AG spokesperson said, "This came as a surprise to the Auditor General, and our office will be seeking clarity on why that communication was sent." Once again, the issue erupted inside the legislature.
Does the Premier understand how corrupt this looks? This week, the Premier told her radio show the AG could call any staff he wants, which is ridiculous because they've told them not to pick up the phone.
Of course, the Auditor General can talk to anyone he chooses to, who is either a current employee or a former employee. The role of having a single point of access is to facilitate access.
That explanation doesn't cut it, according to U of C law professor Lorian Hardcastle.
It seems like a cop-out, and I think that probably the reason that this is being done is not to streamline anything, but rather is to ensure greater government control.
The most high-profile investigation involves MH Health and its owner, Sam Marachi. In an 8-page letter to the media, MH Health refuted all allegations of impropriety, saying the unspectacular truth is that Mr. Marachi's interactions with government, those in elected office, and senior staff fit entirely within the established parameters of typical government relations for the CEO of a commercial entity.
And Kevin joins us now. Kevin, the Auditor General's investigation is not the only one underway.
Tara, there are two others. One of them is an RCMP investigation into the way contracts are awarded. The other is being conducted by former Chief Judge of Manitoba, Raymond E. Wyant, who was appointed by the Alberta government to look into all of these investigations. They all started after the firing of former AHS CEO, Alana Mentalopoulos. She filed a $1.7 million lawsuit claiming her dismissal was tied to her attempts to look into AHS contracting procedures, though none of her claims have been tested in court. Now, Tara, I should just add, because this just came in, the vote in the legislature on whether to hold a public inquiry was just held. It was voted down almost along party lines, with Peter Guthrie, who you heard in that story, voting with the NDP. Back to you.
Okay, Kevin Green reporting. Kevin, thank you.